What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, here as always with John, Luke, and Josh. How's it going today, guys?
Going great.
Doing so good.
So good. Never been gooder, as Josh says.
Never been good. I just said that.
You literally just said that.
I literally did. Good quote. Quote by Jeff.
Good quote by Jeff.
I'm gonna trademark that. No one else better take that.
I can't wait till we get big enough to where we can just have T-shirts of Joshisms, and they just sell like crazy. Trading makes fantasy fun. Onlyfans.com/Jeff.
Few inch fused.
That's my nickname. That's my actual nickname.
You constantly create gems, Jeff.
Thank you. And you know what? It's so effortless because I don't try to do it. It's all mistakes.
It's right off the top of the dome. It's all mistakes.
I texted Jail like yesterday, the day before, was like, should we make Trady Makes Fantasy Fun shirts? Like, I feel like we have to at some point. And I just want like a big old picture of your face on it, maybe with like a.
I would wear it everywhere. I really would. I would. There's no doubt.
Every day. Every single day, Josh.
If I had enough of them, I don't know if I'd wear the same shirt every day, but I like it.
We could get some that say Jeff and some that say Josh. Just whatever you're feeling that day, you can put the other one on.
Fair enough.
What's up, NBA? NBA says, rock and roll, fellas. Rock and roll indeed.
Roll to yourself.
Rock and roll.
I love rock and rolling.
Speaking of rock and roll, if you guys haven't already, rock and roll on over to our YouTube or Twitch page. We are at Front Yard Fantasy on both. You can follow us there. The only song you're going to hear is our intro song, unless you go back far enough, and then you'll hear the old generic StreamYard intro song. But maybe we'll get some new music on there as well. But yeah, if you guys haven't followed us there, it helps us out immensely. And if you like our content, that's a surefire way to guarantee that you'll catch all of our videos and streams.
Oh, yeah.
Swamp Noah says, I would buy that shit. Buy that shirt. Damn autocorrect. Who dat?
Hey, I'd buy that shit too.
It works both ways.
Yeah. But NBA, I probably would not know what you were talking about if you didn't say shirt. So thank you.
NBA Rick says, who are your favorite rock and roll bands of all time? Are we going like classic rock or?
I mean, I got an answer. Hold on. I think I almost wore this shirt today.
Simon's going to say Creed.
What'd you say?
Simon's going to say Creed.
No, they're number 2.
Pink Floyd,
yo. I got my 410 crab shirt on today, but
410 crab shirt. Is this like does it have to be classic rock? I don't really like much classic rock.
I'm gonna
Pink Floyd. Love Led Zeppelin, by the way, too. I could just keep going on and on though.
NBA says U2 is my fave. If we're going like classic rock, not like modern rock or anything, I'll probably go Queen. And I know that's just
Queen's good.
I freaking love Freddie Mercury's voice. It's incredible. Like it's hard to beat Queen. And then but if I had to pick another one, is Fleetwood Mac rock?
Yeah, I'm gonna allow Fleetwood Mac above. So Queen's definitely rock, right? But it's so poppy, you know. It's like it was probably like at the time, like I bet you like people were like, "This is not rock and roll." Blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna allow that.
Yeah, Queen and Fleetwood Mac are my top 2. If we're going like
Jeff
classic.
Says, we know JL loves Nickelback. You know that's damn right. Don't you dare disparage
NBA Rig agrees.
You probably, I like one Nickelback song. I don't even remember what it's called.
Photograph?
There's like one I like. No. That one's fun to make fun of.
Tim says the Bare Naked Ladies GOAT. Yep, can't argue with that. Number 1 overall. They'd probably win the bracket for sure. No, but then, Jail, what about you?
Oh, look. Oh, I'm sorry. I Swamp said Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin, and that's exactly what I said. They're my 2 favorites as well. But they're like the OGs kind of too. So
honestly, I have not thought about like classic rock in a long time. And so this is kind of hard for me. If it's not just classic, then Circa Survive is definitely my favorite. But they're not classic rock.
Not really sure who they are, honestly.
They're not as well known, but they're pretty well known, but not as well known.
Smashing Pumpkins, that's up there for me as well.
I love Smashing Pumpkins. That would be my 90s 2001.
I went through a whole Guns N' Roses phase, but I'm no longer.
I'm not laughing. Like Guns N' Roses is fine. Yeah, I'm not like disparaging Guns N' Roses. I'm just imagining you in a Guns N' Roses phase.
Yeah.
And I love that visual.
Yeah, that's why I started playing guitar.
Guns N' Roses, good.
Guns N' Roses song.
I like Aerosmith a lot too.
I just when I think rock, I don't think any of like the more modern like
Me too.
Billy Joel
alternative.
Yeah, Billy Joel definitely counts.
You know who we're
I love
forgetting?
Billy Joel.
But I mean, I guess that I could see people not saying that's rock. Highly Suspect would be my number one if we're talking about newer bands.
That's a good one.
Newer, it's not necessarily new, but not these classic rock. Foo Fighters. You can't hate Dave Grohl.
Oh, they're
Dave
one of my
Grohl is
favorite
the
bands of
freaking
all
man.
time. Foo Fighters is one of my
has
favorite
gotta
bands of
be
all
out there.
time. Hands down. Hands down.
This is gonna really bother me because I know there's got to
Wait
be
a second.
bands
We got to do a bracket of this, I guess, huh?
Oh yeah, we should
I
do
feel
a
like-
music one.
Is
It just seems too obvious not do it at this point.
if you consider it rock, my number one overall, and it's like dance rock or punk rock. It just depends on the album. It's a little all over the place. It's LCD Sound System. I freaking love LCD Sound System. In my like top 3 favorite bands of all time. Just freaking incredible. But I don't know. It's like it doesn't strictly fit into like the rock category. You know what I mean? Like when you say what's your favorite rock and roll band, I think like Queen, I think Led Zeppelin. Like I'm going back a little bit.
I'm going through all these bands on Spotify, and some of them I've like completely forgot existed. Like Kill Switch Engage. I saw them live at one point.
Well,
Completely
yeah.
forgot they existed. Of Mice and Men. There's so many good bands here.
Yeah.
Any,
No, I mean, yeah.
Bring Me
Thank
the
you,
Horizon.
NBA Rigged. He asked if he inspired us, but you did absolutely,
You did.
and thank you.
The Killers. You know what? It's the Killers. That's what my favorite is. I love the Killers.
The Killers are solid. The Killers are pretty solid. I like the Killers.
Oh no, you know what? I got a way better one that I like. Panic at the Disco.
That's
Man,
see,
now we're getting into alt rock. Yeah,
I was about to say,
alternative.
if we
Not-
want to go
not
the
really
alternative, if we want to go the alternative route, that was my
All
bread
day
and
about
butter
that.
for most of my life. But
High school, I was all about it.
you know what I say? It still is. I listen to so much like alt rock and pop punk and like stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we can get into pop punk too.
Yeah, pop punk was probably my go-to genre for the majority of my life, and honestly, still is. My most listened to songs last year on Spotify. Number 1 was a Porter Robinson song that I used to fall asleep for a little while. Sea of Voices. So it was just like this like very mellow song. But then the next 4 were all Reliant K songs. So I just listened
You lost
to
me here.
so
You lost
much
me here. I'm
Reliant
gonna
K.
be honest.
I never really listened to Reliant K, but I knew of them.
Never got into the punk rock as much. Alt rock, alternative, all day.
I got punk rock is also
Maria said if Fleetwood counts, then it's them for
Fleetwood
sure.
definitely counts.
Fleetwood
Yeah.
counts.
Jeff says
doubt.
Leader of Men isn't bad.
Leader of Men
Don't
is
know who
not
that is,
bad.
honestly. Don't know who Leader of Men is.
Once my friends and I got high.
That's
I
a
wonder
song
if-
by. That's a song by.
Thank you.
Did Twitch censor him or did he censor himself?
He's on
I-
YouTube.
I would love to
That's
know.
YouTube.
I would love to know if that got censored or you just did that.
I really do like Pink
I like it
Floyd.
like that.
My dad loves Pink Floyd, so I grew up
Pink Floyd's
listening to
so
Pink Floyd and
good
Eagles.
The Eagles are good too.
Yeah.
You know what band I don't like, but it was a fun concert that I went to. It was like one of those like super bands where they just get together a bunch of people. Chicken Foot. I don't know if you remember Chicken Foot. It was like a super group with who was the guys? Sammy Hagar was the lead guitarist, and Michael Anthony from Van Halen, Joe Satriani on guitar, and then Chad Smith on drums. Like, I did not like any of their songs, but individually, it was cool to see all of those guys perform. That one was fun.
I mean, you guys got me listening to Fever. You Can't Sweat Out now. That's the vibe today.
My favorite band in like high school, it's probably the band I saw most live, My Chemical Romance.
Yes, so good.
I saw them at Warped Tour in 2005.
I was probably there.
It was freaking awesome.
Everyone though, because you didn't live
Yeah,
in
I was in Atlanta. That Warped Tour was unreal. It was Avenged Sevenfold, My Chemical Romance.
I got
Dropkick
really into
Murphys.
Avenged Sevenfold. That was like
God.
probably my favorite band for like I don't know 5 to 7 years.
Backcountry.
Yeah, now I don't listen to them at all.
It was a song in Madden. I was obsessed with that. Backcountry, I think, right?
Yeah, Backcountry is one.
That's my favorite song by them.
I think in like early elementary school, my entire music taste was solely defined by what was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater games, like Ace of Spades and stuff like that. Like that was what like first and second grade me was like all about. Jeff says, "I like Simon. I like you, man." Kev says, "Bird up."
Bird up.
Someone says, I thought you were about to say a bag of donuts, Simon. I don't know when you thought I was going to say that, but I do love donuts. So
pretty much at any moment, Simon could say bag of donuts.
Maria said Warped Tour in high school was the move. I never went in high school, but I went in the 5th grade. That was whenever I went. Dude, 5th grade, 2005 was like peak Warped Tour. Like if you look at the lineups from like 2005, 2006, oh my gosh,
Josh,
they were
did you go to Merriweather?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder if we were ever at the same place.
I bet you we ran into each other, but we would never know it and never realize it. Yep.
There's a year 303 was there, and it was wild.
Oh yeah, no, I was probably there. I think I was. Yeah, 303. Yeah.
Oh my god, there was this band there called
Bad. Was huge 303.
There's this band there called Bad Rabbits, and I didn't hear about them at all until I watched them live. And they just got started, and they started grooving across the stage and stuff. I bought a CD for them for $1. I still listen to them to this day. We were stuck in the parking lot leaving, and we were just jamming their CD in the, stuck in our car or whatever. People were just dancing. So good. Good move. Warped Tour was the move.
PTW Fantasy says Warped Tour was my first non-parent concert. That's awesome. That
it's an important milestone.
It is an important milestone. I don't know what my first non-parent concert was because
I think Warped Tour was mine as well.
So many of mine, my dad like loves like punk and alternative and rock and stuff like that. So he was like the cool music dad. So we went to tons of concerts together. Like it wasn't like I was like he was coming as like the guardian. It was like he wanted to go too. So
sure.
It was my very first concert. I was in the 3rd grade and his friend's son was in this like screamo band, and we went to this hole in the wall called Schwazy's near my house, and I was freaking terrified because I was like 8. But that was a good introduction to music from my dad. That was pretty fun. We have gotten on a tangent, but this is probably a good topic for at least one bracket, then probably a couple. We can probably do a pop punk, classic rock, modern rock. Look at all these brackets we got out of this talk. But
Josh, did you ever go to the what was it called? The DC 101 like Chili Festival or something?
No, I never did. I never did.
That was probably one of my defining moments in freshman year. Woo. I think Papa Roach, some other people.
I love Papa Roach. I loved Papa Roach. I haven't listened to a Papa Roach song in like 5 years. I
wonder if they're still around. I'm gonna write that down. Listen to Papa Roach. Down.
Even though
I think
notes to self.
Jeff was in here a minute ago, and I think he was the one the other day who posted a tweet. Am I like 75? He posted a tweet out that asked what the first album he ever bought was, and like mine was Aaron Carter. But scrolling through the comments sent me on like a musical journey back in time. I spent probably an hour just going through and listening to all these songs I hadn't listened to in 5, 10, 15 years. It was really fun. I love doing that. That's so much fun. But but we've got the mock draft from yesterday that we said we would go over a couple teams from, so we can jump in and each of us pick a team or two. I'm never saying dive right in again. You have like scarred me from saying that. Pick a team that we really like, and then we can go over it.
All right,
Joshua, you want the honors? You want to go first?
Yeah, there are a few teams that stand out to me. And I'm going to tell you there's 3 that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to talk about 2 of them. And it was, wait, which one was it? Okay, so it was AJ. It was no. I forget which team. Oh, okay. Eagle Dan, yours Simon, and NBA Riggs actually, Julio Jones, and. My favorite I think is Eagle Dance. Travis Kelce, Miles Sanders, Joe Mixon. I love the running backs you got. You really got the end of almost a couple tiers. I know J.K. Dobbins and Austin Eckler could fall in there. I really like Miles Sanders next year, and then you got Juju, Cooper Kupp, Jarvis Landry, Michael Gallup. These are great receivers to fill in. You're throwing in Stafford, who I think is going to have a great year with the Rams as long as he stays healthy. Add in another tight end on top of Kelce, who's just going to kill it in this league format. So I think that's the team that I favor the most.
John Luke, what about you?
I think my favorite team is probably yours, Simon. I really like the value you got early on at running back.
Got a mention from me, and then you got JL saying your film. Man, you got a good squad here.
But for real, I leave a lot of these drafts not feeling good. I left this one like feeling like this is if the value stays this way in the regular season, this is the kind of team that would be fun to construct.
AJ is pretty close to yours. As we mentioned during the stream yesterday, I like his running backs more than yours slightly. It's very tough though. And I do like T. Higgins more than DJ Chark. I like Robert Woods a little bit more than Keenan Allen, but that's really even. I really like Kyler more than Aaron Rodgers. And I think the difference here is the tight ends. Is really, I think I like your tight ends a lot better, and I like all the wide receiver value you got at the end of the draft.
I agree. I posted something yesterday because I'm very curious about what's going to happen with these second tier rookie wide receivers next year. And which ones people are most excited to draft. I believe Jerry Jeudy kind of ran away with it, but there was a late push for Pittman as being the four guys that I put in the poll were Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Michael Pittman, and Jalen Reagor. Which one are you most excited to draft next year? Mm-hmm. Just because I feel like maybe they're going to be undervalued going into drafts next year. I'm not saying all of them are going to hit, but that people are undervaluing them because of the seasons like Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk had. So those are some late round targets that I always like to try and grab. That 4-pack of receivers, I think there's going to be some hits in that group. The team I wanted to talk about, you guys have kind of mentioned it, but there was a couple that stood out. One was Big Dylan's, and then the other one that you guys mentioned was AJS 45. We've touched on that one a little bit, but with Big Dylan's team, one, I'm going to address the elephant in the room first. His RB2 is a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary with James Conner and Darrell Henderson as your RB2. But like I've said, you don't have to leave your draft with your second running back short up. You have to be willing to play that game. But what I do love, he started with Christian McCaffrey, just this absolute monster of a running back, like RB1. And then the wide receivers that he got have unreal upside. Michael Thomas in the third, AJ Brown, Josh, who I know you're in love with in the second, DJ Moore, who I think is going to have a bounce back year, Terry McLaurin. This is like my favorite wide receiver group outside of yours, Josh. You having Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Justin Jefferson is pretty disgusting. Like that's about as solid of a wide receiver core as you can get.
I'll still take his, yeah.
But where he has you beat is the depth. After year 3, his 4th, 5th, and 6th are better than you've only got a 4th. Tight end,
my least favorite team I think I've mock drafted. Yeah,
really.
Actually, I do not. I would not be happy if I came away with my draft with this team.
I know this is a tight end premium league, and you may look at that and think like, oh, he got Blake Jarwin. But what I like about him grabbing Blake Jarwin is there was a point where it seemed like maybe the tight end value fell off a little bit and people started panic drafting tight ends. You can see that tight end run there in the 9th round where they just all went off the board. So I do not blame him for not following that trend and grabbing another tight end. And waiting and grabbing a guy with high upside like Blake Jarwin at the end of this draft. I think that's what I would have done if I would have missed out on that tier of Dallas Goedert, Robert Tonyan, Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki. He waited, let other people draft this next tier of tight ends, and then he grabbed a guy with high upside at the end. And I'm all about that. It kind of follows the late quarterback strategy that JL was talking about.
Yeah. G-Man J said he can't watch today, but just jumped in to say his team is the best. Thanks.
And honestly, he has a really good team. I was just looking after I saw that comment, and yeah, I don't love where you got Hunt, and I know that's a good spot for him probably. Kenny Galladay, we'll see. There's just some scary things about this team that if they pan out right, this team's fantastic. But we'll see. Aaron Jones.
And we had a similar comment like about risky wide receivers about my team with let's see, he said Woods has to build chemistry with Stafford. Chark has a new QB. Like, yeah, I agree with that. But I love the upside of these guys. I think Stafford's a better quarterback than Jared Goff. I'm hoping that they can build that chemistry and that it's a positive for Woods. Again, there is uncertainty there. And then Chark, and then same with Chark and Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is an upgrade at quarterback, though he is a rookie. So I expect that to be an upgrade for Chark, but you're right. There is inherent risk in those guys. And that's probably why I was able to get them in the 4th and 5th round. I think they're properly valued. That risk is baked into where I drafted them.
Absolutely. I feel comfortable with those two as my starting receivers. I personally, for me, myself. That's why in drafts and in mock drafts going forward, I am not leaving the first 2 rounds without a running back. I can't see a situation where I would.
Yeah.
In a redraft league for sure.
In a redraft league, yes.
We can keep playing around with that though. Maybe I'll try it. That's what the off season's for, is for experimenting.
Exactly. See, now I feel like I have an idea of what I want to do, because I feel like, if I'm so super comfortable with DJ Chark or even Amari Cooper, or even Terry McLaurin, I can get these guys in the 5th round easy. So like, why am I going to reach for, the running backs just aren't the same in that position, right? So.
And maybe if you're drafting from a different position, you're a little more comfortable with taking wide receivers. Like if you could have gotten a J.K. Dobbins in the 3rd round or something like that, maybe it's okay if you took 2 wide receivers to start. All these mock drafts for experimentation. So we'll keep doing these every Monday. Maybe we'll throw some more in there, and then I want to start adding best ball drafts. Maybe we wait till the NFL draft so those rookies have landing spots. There's a little less uncertainty, but we'll do some real best balls with you guys that we can track the rest of the season. Also, thanks for throwing that in there, JL. If you guys want to make sure you're in on the next one, join our Discord. JL just threw the link in the chat. We post the mock drafts in there first. And this week, our mock draft filled up entirely before the stream even started. So if you want to make sure you get a spot, make sure you join the Discord. We'll post the link in there on Mondays before the stream starts, and you can secure your spot. Make sure you're drafting with us. Tyler says Jay is lucky he wasn't drafting against me. Well, next week, make his luck go away. Cool. Any other last comments before we leave this and start playing Fantasy Horse Super Bowl Edition? Jill, you make me question. I want to say dive right in every time.
Dive right in.
To defeat JL in some
probably going to. I feel like I don't know that much Super Bowl knowledge.
So I want to give you a little bit of heads up on what I mean by Super Bowl Edition. It's not just Super Bowl history. We got some stuff about the 2 teams that made it there this year as well. We've got some Buccaneers 2020 season trivia, some Chiefs 2020 season trivia, and then we've also just got some generic Super Bowl knowledge as well, like Super Bowl record, Super Bowl history. It's a mixed bag. You'll see some themes among the questions. So even if you don't know much Super Bowl history, you're not just shit out of luck. Pardon my French. I said shoot out of luck. Yeah. It's another word for baguette. So you can go into any. Swedish.
Oh, you go into. I would like a shit, please. Buttered shit.
NBA Rick says, make sure Trent Dilfer is always in Super Bowl trivia. Well, he is not in this one, but I did actually almost write a question with him in it.
Oh my, he's got to be in there.
Sorry, we'll have to do this tomorrow while I rewrite 10 questions.
Your favorite Ravens quarterback? That's awesome. Why is he your favorite Ravens quarterback? Just because he kind of helped us get to a Super Bowl? Kind of. I say kind of for a reason. No, he was good. He was important.
While we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and run through the rules. Josh, I know you always forget. And for those of you who haven't watched us play Fantasy Horse before, this is a quick reminder of how it works. What we are doing, it's a lot like the neighborhood basketball game that you played growing up. I'm going to ask a trivia question to JL. If he can choose to either pass or play. If he plays and gets it right, Josh gets a letter. If he gets it wrong, he gets a letter. He can choose to pass it to Josh, and then the same thing happens. If Josh gets it right, JL gets a letter, and if Josh gets it wrong, he gets a letter. We'll do that till someone is a horse. Loser has to make their best horse noise. I hope you've been practicing, JL. Josh is pretty confident today. And then and then the other person has declared our winner for the week. So if you guys are ready, we can begin playing Fantasy Horse Super Bowl Edition.
NBA Rig says Trent Dilfer's a shrewd dude. Love listening to his analyst. I agree. I thought you just meant analysis. Yeah, his analysts. He's got
I've listened to his analyst.
His analyst. Yeah. But analysis, analyst. Yeah, he's got really good analysts.
Analyst. Okay, so sorry, I'm gonna move on. I'm going to flip a thing. I'm going to flip this Mood Mud. I think it's weighted, so I'm not really sure. If it lands Mood Mud side up, JL, you're going first. If it lands this side up, Josh, you are going first, okay?
Okay. Mood Mud.
It landed Mood Mud side up. JL, you are going first. I think it's always going to land Mood Mud side up, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. I rigged the game. JL, question 1. We're starting with a little bit of trivia about the 2020 season for these teams that made it there. What I want to know is, in the 2020 season, who led the Chiefs in receiving yards?
2020. Who led the Chiefs in receiving yards? I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna assume that you're double tricking me. I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill.
I assumed a double trick here as well, actually.
Okay, locking in Tyreek Hill.
But yeah, I can see it being Kelsey just as easily. So
Oh God, it might be Kelsey.
yeah, it might be actually.
So Tyreek Hill had 1,276 receiving yards this year. That's pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now Travis Kelce, that's the only other competitor. One of them is 1 and one of them is 2. The third leading
Sammy Watkins isn't in there somewhere?
The third leading receiver was Mecole Hardman with 560.
Wow.
Yeah, less than half, right? Or is my math? Yeah. But so Travis Kelce had 1,416 receiving yards this season.
Oh,
he was the leading receiver for the Chiefs. That's insane. So Tyreek Hill had over 1,200 receiving yards and was not the leading receiver for the Chiefs.
Fine.
Jail. I'm sorry, you get an H for that one. It was not a double trick.
Amount of receiving yards.
Isn't that absurd? It was just.
I thought about it, and I just had a question last time we played horse, and it involved these, and I was like, wait, Kelsey was definitely above Tyreek Hill. So then that's the okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I might have told you, Simon, but I don't think I mentioned the stream. But remember, I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You had a question about who is the youngest QB in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, to win a Super Bowl.
That came up when I was I went on. I had a guest spot on Fantasy Interventions Trivia Blitz. I forget what it's called. I think it's Trivia Blitz, and that was one of the questions. So
and you got it.
I got it wrong on our trivia.
Yeah, I was about to say
I was like, wait, I know this. It's
you complained at me. You're like, how the hell am I supposed to know that?
Now I know.
I taught you something.
You did.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll try to do it again. Josh, we've got a very similar question for you for question 2. What I want to know is in the 2020 season, who led the Buccaneers in receiving yards?
Oh my. The Buccaneers. So I feel like it's got to be Mike Evans. Yep, Mike Evans. Locked in. Let's go.
Locking in?
Yep.
Final answer?
Yes.
So the top 2 were Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin had 840 receiving yards. Mike Evans had 1,006 receiving yards, breaking the 1,000-yard mark yet again. Josh,
Godwin didn't play enough games,
I thought maybe I might get you with that one because Evans had a lot of those like short yardage, high touchdown games. But you saw straight through it, unlike JL. JL,
dummy.
You are quickly behind after 2 rounds.
Easier.
You could have passed yours to Josh.
That's true.
Doesn't matter.
The question difficulty doesn't matter. You can pass them.
That's true. It actually kind of screws the guy getting passed to if it's harder, doesn't it?
Get your logic out of here, Josh. Somebody asked you, Jeff.
Yeah, someone asked me. I asked myself.
I asked myself. Jeff's motto.
Sips my tea.
What's next, Simon?
What kind of tea is that? That's what's next.
This is a organic chai tea. You put a little honey in there. You know, you boil the water. You put it all together, and it comes out delicious.
Wow.
Straight up delicious.
You're so fancy.
You're so.
Oh, I'm fancy, huh?
JL, what I want to know from you for question 3 is in the 2020 season, regular season, who had more rushing touchdowns, Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Now I don't know if you're tricking me or not again.
That's actually a really good question.
Who had more rushing touchdowns? Who had more receiving touchdowns? Now that's more difficult.
0?
Tom Brady or
I guarantee Pat Mahomes didn't have. I mean, Tom Brady didn't have it. No, I don't guarantee it.
I think this has got to be another double trick.
I'm not sure where you're getting double tricked to. Because both these people like get touched. What do
you mean another double trick? The first one was not a double trick.
Well,
remember?
I was right the first time. It's just that you tricked me on that double trick. So it was a double trick, but it also became a triple trick.
It became a triple trick.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
I'm gonna go with Mahomes here.
Trickception.
Trickception. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, you know
what'd you say?
You know the terminology.
I do. I do. So Mahomes had 308 rushing yards, and Brady had 6 rushing yards this season.
I'm guessing Brady had more touchdowns, huh?
Mahomes had 2 rushing touchdowns, and Brady had 3 rushing touchdowns off of 6 rushing yards this season. JL, you are over 2 so far. You've got some coming back to do.
Man,
So
that's rough.
Brady had 3 rushing touchdowns this year, and Mahomes had 2.
What? That can't be true.
Look
Brady gets all those 1-yard runs. He's like the king of them.
Watch the tape.
King of falling forward.
So, Josh, on a similar note, who has more rushing touchdowns in the Super Bowl? Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady? So Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl. Tom Brady's 9 Super Bowls. Who has more rushing touchdowns? We know Brady had more during the regular season this year.
Tom Brady?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Isn't this the same question?
No. The last one was in the regular season. In the 2020 season. This is in the Super Bowl. Who has more rushing touchdowns? Tom Brady has 9 Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes has 1.
In a Super Bowl, I guess is
any Super Bowl. Is this any Super Bowl or all Super Bowls combined?
Do you not understand actually?
Yeah, no, I'm actually asking.
All Super Bowls combined in the Super Bowl. Each one of them is called the Super Bowl. So Tom Brady's played in 9 Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes has played in 1 Super Bowl. Who has more rushing touchdowns in the Super Bowl?
Okay, so one off, you're saying, not combined.
No, combined. I don't understand what's so complicated about that.
Because you went into all I said was, is it one off or combined? And you went, they're called the Super Bowl. This is a different thing.
It's all
I feel like you can talk about Tom Brady's Super Bowl statistics. Know what I mean? Like you don't call it his Super Bowls statistics. You call it like
Super Bowls that he's been in.
Okay, whatever, JL. Semantics, you're right. But Josh, you understand the question? You're the one answering it.
Yeah, maybe. Tom Brady has more rushing ones.
Okay. So Patrick Mahomes has 1 rushing touchdown. He had 1 rushing touchdown last year. Tom Brady has 0 rushing touchdowns across his 9 Super Bowl appearances.
That's an interesting.
Patrick Mahomes has more rushing touchdowns in his Super Bowl appearance than Tom Brady does in his 9.
Wow, because Tom Brady has a lot of touchdowns, like rushing touchdowns. Because I mean, he gets like all those like 4th and 1 and blah 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 goal line ones.
Yeah, they run him on the goal line all the time.
1 yard. He's the king of getting 1 yard.
So they have not done that in the Super Bowl, though. So Patrick Mahomes leads him in that category. But it may be just about the only thing the category that Patrick Mahomes leads him in. That's it for our.
Is leading like having less interceptions? Because I bet he has less interceptions.
Probably. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes probably has less interceptions in the Super Bowl than Tom Brady. That's fair. That's it for the questions that are kind of directly related to the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. We're moving on to some general Super Bowl questions now. JL, Josh missed that one. So it is now HOR to H. And it's your question.
Okie dokie.
My question for you is there are 4 teams that have won every Super Bowl they have played in. Name 3 of them. So this can be teams that have played in 1 Super Bowl, but there are 4 teams that have won every Super Bowl they've played in. Name 3 of them. You gonna pass or play this one?
Oh God. I'm gonna have won. There are 4 teams that have won every Super Bowl they've played in. I'm gonna play. No, I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna pass this to Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, Josh. Can you name 3 of the 4 teams that have, I guess you could say, never lost a Super Bowl, but have appeared in one? Won every Super Bowl they've played in.
Oh my! I don't know if I can. The Ravens are one of them. So. And then I kind of get a little stumped. I've got some ideas for teams, but I can't yikes.
You let me know your other 2. I'm keeping track.
Okay. Let's see. So
Julian says pass.
Yeah. I'll just go with the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Broncos and Chiefs.
I mean, 3 of them, I thought.
Ravens, Broncos, Chiefs.
Ravens, Broncos, Chiefs. Okay.
Okay. So the Ravens have, in fact, won both of the Super Bowls that they've appeared in. They are the only team that appeared in more than one Super Bowl and won every Super Bowl appearance they've been in. So I'm sorry, your other 2 are wrong. The last 3 are Saints, Jets, and Buccaneers. The Saints, the Jets, and the Buccaneers all have 1 Super Bowl appearance and 1 Super Bowl victory.
Wow.
Josh, Jail's making a comeback, all thanks to you missing questions, but that was a good pass, Jail.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought of that, and I was like, it's probably teams that have only been to 1. And then I was like going through the past like 20 years, and I couldn't really think of any. And that's because there weren't any.
Not in the last. The Buccaneers were in the last 20 years, right?
Yeah, they were in the 90s, right?
Yeah, the Jets was way earlier though.
So
and the Saints was in the last 20. Saints was in 2009.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, it was 2009, I think, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I got the year off by 1 year, but it was around that time. Josh, yeah, this question's to you, Josh, because Jail just passed that one. After 5 questions, Jail, you are losing, but it's by 1 letter now. You started out bad, but you're making a comeback. Josh, my question for you is, which team has played in 4 Super Bowls but has never led at any point?
Where do you even find this?
There is 1 team that has played in 4 Super Bowls but has never once held a lead in the Super Bowl.
I have a feeling I don't know if they ever. So the Bills went to 4 Super Bowls in a row, and I think those are the only 4 Super Bowls they've been to. And I don't think they played well in any of those Super Bowls. But I don't know if they haven't led. I'm gonna go with the Bills. No, hold on. I mean, like, there's probably.
You can also pass.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna lock in the Bills. I'm gonna say the Bills.
Okay,
let's get.
Josh is locking in the Bills. Josh, you are right. The Bills made it to 4 Super Bowls in a row, lost all 4 of them, but they did in fact lead at least once in that time span. The Minnesota Vikings.
That's what I was gonna say.
The Vikings have been to 4 Super Bowls and they have never once held a lead in any of them.
How do you even find that information?
Google.
You looked up how many teams have never led in the Super Bowl?
No, I just looked, like, I was looking at like statistics, then I typed in like Super Bowl trivia. I was just finding all sorts of stuff. I was just trying to throw together a Mod Podge. Some of these are my questions, some of these are pulled off of other sites, but I thought that one was interesting. And I had a feeling that was funny. I didn't see that you said that was Julian who said that. Pass.
I don't blame you.
He's my coach. He's giving me all.
I should have passed that one.
Josh, you are now an HOR. You have joined JL, however you want to pronounce it. We never got any ho-ho action here because JL got to HOR too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Hewer.
Oh, yeah,
JL, we are coming back to you with the next question, though. It is all tied up. I thought for sure you were about to get swept. I really felt that coming. JL, your question. And I have a feeling you're going to roll your eyes at this one. You did say you don't know much Super Bowl history.
Great.
So what I want to know, there are 2 quarterbacks that have won 4 Super Bowls without losing any. Name one of them. So there are 2 quarterbacks that are 4-0 in their Super Bowl appearances. Name one of them. And this isn't a trick question like there's some that are 5-0. 4-0 is the best record. Like 4 is the most Super Bowls a quarterback has won without losing one. So there's not like a trick to it where it's like 5 or 6-0. So but there are 2 guys that have never lost a Super Bowl but have won 4. Can you name either one of them?
I think I might know. You better not post it, Joe.
Who have won 4 Super Bowls without losing any.
So just think of it as like their Super Bowl record is 4-0 as a quarterback.
Okay. Not that they've won 4 in a row.
No, it wasn't in a row. Yeah, they just their record in the Super Bowl as a quarterback is 4-0. Sorry if that was worded confusing. And I apologize about the wording earlier on that other question. I can see how that would be confusing.
It's all good. The Super Bowl. I can't think of anyone except for maybe Roethlisberger, and I can't remember. I don't think that he is. Oh God. I hate Super Bowl trivia. I don't know. I don't think that he has 4. I'm going to pass this to Josh. Josh, enjoy.
Okay. I've got 2 people in mind, but really only one.
Oh, wait. I might know it now. Dang it.
One that I really think I really like.
No. Can I take it back?
The way you said that. No.
No. Pass it back, Josh. Pass it back.
I'm going to go with John Elway.
John Elway. Locked in?
Yeah.
Person I was thinking of was Peyton Manning.
I had him written down. I had 3 names written down. And those are the 3. Peyton Manning, John Elway, and Joe Montana.
Montana.
So, John Elway, we're going to save till the end. I just want to give you a little bit of a teaser. The 3 names you said, Josh, were Peyton Manning, John Elway, and Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm. Is John Elway going to be the only one that's not?
Yeah, good thing you passed it because Peyton Manning has lost the Super Bowl. He is not undefeated in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The other name you said, Ben Roethlisberger, went 2-1 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think that. I was going to say, that's when I was thinking. I didn't think he made it to 4. Just 3 maybe.
Josh, Joe Montana went 4-0 with the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Joe Montana was a 4-0 Super Bowl quarterback. There's one other one. John Elway went 2-3 in Super Bowl performances. The other one, JL, was another Steelers quarterback, not Ben Roethlisberger.
Terry Bradshaw.
It was Terry Bradshaw. Went 4-0 in Super Bowl.
I should have written him down too.
Joe Montana.
Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw are the answers to that one.
Terry Bradshaw, actually.
I would have been lost on that one.
I really need to go brush up on my
NFL history.
NFL history before I was 18 or whatever.
Well, both of these people, they won 4 Super Bowls like before we were born.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I know generally, obviously I know Joe Montana, but I just don't know like stats like that about him.
Yeah, I know the name. I don't know too much about him though. JL.
Yeah.
Oh wait, whose question is this? Is this Josh's question?
Yeah, because I passed it.
Yeah, because you just passed it. So Josh. Oh wait, no, I accidentally gave that letter to JL. That letter goes to Joshua.
Listen, man, I don't need anything else working against me.
Listen, JL, this is the comeback of the century over here.
I know.
Josh, you're 1 letter away from losing after JL went down 3 letters to nothing right here. My question for you is, who is the only player to have a passing touchdown and receiving touchdown in Super Bowl history? There is one player who has thrown for a touchdown and caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Who is that one player?
Pass.
Oh my God, Josh, you suck.
Make sure you guys are staying out of the comments right now. I don't see it in there yet, but I have a feeling someone might throw it in there.
I have no idea.
Even though I am, oh my God, I think I might know who it is.
What you thinking, JL?
I think this person now.
I have no idea.
Or is it? Maybe it's someone. Oh my God! Maybe.
I don't know. Steve Smith.
Locked in?
Sure. It's gonna be wrong. I have no idea.
JL, I'm just gonna tell you you're wrong. But I think you guys are gonna kick yourself a little bit.
Is he a Steelers player by any chance?
Nope.
No.
You guys are gonna kick yourself. This happened in Super Bowl 52. Eagles versus Patriots. A little play called the Philly Special, where Nick Foles caught a touchdown against the Patriots. Nick Foles is the only player in Super Bowl history.
That's why I didn't remember it, because they stole that play from Clemson.
Oh man, I wasn't thinking of the question like that. I was thinking. I was trying to think of wide receivers that threw a touchdown.
Same, yeah.
Or running backs that threw a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
I wasn't thinking about it as QBs.
Yeah. I should have. Man.
It was Nick Foles. And if I remember,
it's not Steve Smith.
I'm positive it's not Steve Smith. I'm so sorry.
Cool. Wait.
But after 8 questions, it's all tied up. HORS to HORS. It all comes down to the last question. And JL, this one comes to you, right? Yeah, because Josh passed that question on to you.
I hope it's tough. Like impossible tough.
So you can pass it to Josh.
That's
or
what sounds
so easy.
The question to determine the winner of Super Bowl edition horse.
Make it medium hard.
JL, which player holds the record for most passing yards in a Super Bowl performance? So single game performance. I'll give you a hint. It's quarterback. I was just going to say, so basically I'm asking which quarterback had the most passing yards in a single Super Bowl?
Oh, God. I guess most passing. I'm going to pass this.
Josh, passing the final question. It all comes down to you, Josh. If you get this right, you're the winner. If you get it wrong, JL is the Super Bowl champion. That's what we're calling.
Pretty sure all of my points were because Josh got them wrong.
Did you get a question right?
I don't think I've gotten a single one right.
Beasting. I don't know. Is that a valid answer?
I mean, it'll be wrong.
Oh shit. So okay, there's some people that there's Patrick. Nah, he didn't do it. Nah, no way. I mean, Tom Brady just feels like a safe answer. The Peyton Manning Super Bowl, but you know, the recent one with the Broncos, he didn't play very well. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think had that good of a Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger feels like a good answer for some reason. Man,
It's gonna be Josh.
I'll just go with Tom Brady.
Okay. Tom Brady. Locked in.
That's right. I'm gonna be pissed.
We just talked about the game that this happened in. It was in the Patriots-Eagles Super Bowl that we had the most passing yards by a quarterback. The Patriots lost that game 33-41. But in the process, Tom Brady threw for 505 passing yards, which was the most passing yards in a Super Bowl game by a quarterback. Josh, you are the winner. I thought we'd end with a Tom Brady question going into this Super Bowl.
Stupid crap boy.
The reason I went with Tom Brady, and I'll be honest, I played a little of the game theory here. I was like, he's not going to pose this question if it isn't someone recent or Tom Brady. You know, like it's got to be someone like that's not crazy, right? You know, it can't. So I was like, Patrick Mahomes, he didn't throw that much last year. I know Damian Williams had a great game, so I was like, Tom Brady.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes had like it was like in the 200s his passing yards. I remember. I think it was like 238 or something like that. But yeah, Tom Brady holds the record, 505 passing yards in a Super Bowl performance. Josh, you're the winner. JL, you passed it. The gamble didn't pay off.
Yes.
You tried to sneak it in there before everyone was watching.
Sneak? I just nade right in front of the camera. How's that sneaking it in?
That was a good net. I'm allowing that net. I'm pumped, boys. Let's go.
Jared Peterson said Montana. That was a good guess. I bet at the time he had some record-setting performances, but it's a different league now. It would be really crazy if the passing yards record for a Super Bowl was an old school quarterback like that, because the numbers that are posted now are just wild compared to how the game was played back then. Josh, congratulations.
Kind of got lucky. I'm gonna be honest.
I thought you weren't gonna go with Tom Brady. I thought you were gonna think like I was gonna be too sneaky to put a Tom Brady question at the end, but
yeah,
you played the game. You pulled it out. JL, you look wildly disappointed.
I mean, I feel like I have no reason to be disappointed in anyone other than myself because I didn't get a single question right. So.
He's wildly disappointed in himself. It's okay.
Did you really not get a single question right? I feel like you did. I know because you said Hill instead of Kelsey.
I just was strategic with my passing.
Yeah, you were.
Strategic.
You were
I
real
just
strategic.
every time.
And then I guess I had to keep one and get it wrong too. Hey, I got more wrong than you probably.
That's
You
true.
did get more wrong.
That's true.
So if that's how we kept score, then Jail would be the winner. But unfortunately, it's not. It's spelling out horse. Good game, guys.
It's a great game.
It'd been
I'm
a
excited
minute.
for the Super Bowl.
I'm excited too. Have we done Super Bowl predictions yet? Updated? Because I know me and Jail's Super Bowl picks are out. Josh, you picked the Chiefs, right?
Oh yeah, Chiefs.
So Josh picked the Chiefs from the beginning, or from the conference championship out of the 4 teams left. I picked the Bills. Jail picked the Packers. Neither one of us are still in it. But let's do our updated Super Bowl predictions for this weekend.
Don't you have
Josh,
a water bets pay out at some point?
Yeah, I do. Yep. I'm going to wait till the Super Bowl's over and then double pay out both my water bets because I've already lost both of them. Josh, are you sticking with the Chiefs?
Oh hell yeah! They're winning this game. I thought about it a couple different times. I think there's gonna be some scoring. I'll put this game at.
I hope so.
There'll probably be a couple scores by each teams, and I'll put the score at 31-24.
That was close to what NBA said. I believe NBA said 31-30 in the Discord chat. Chiefs win.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that.
JL, who are you taking in this game?
I'm gonna take the Bucks. I'm gonna go underdog here. And I'm gonna guess scores 34-31.
You know what? I've picked against the Bucks every single round of the playoffs so far. And I felt stuck to that. Every single time they played, I've said the other team was going to win. All the way back to the wild card round against the Washington football team. I thought they were going to pull it out. I'm taking the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to pull this game out. And I think the score is going to be a little bit different than the way you guys are doing. The Bucks defense is incredible, and the Chiefs defense looked really good in their divisional game against the Bills. I think this is going to be a slightly lower scoring game. I think everyone's expecting this crazy shootout, and I could very easily see it following the opposite script, being a defensive matchup. I think these teams both had underrated defenses that kind of peaked towards the end of the season. I'll say a final score of 21-17 Buccaneers.
That'd be so boring.
That'd be so boring. That's not it.
Oh God, yeah.
Josh for the kill.
Let's go, Josh for the kill. 4-1-0,
Doesn't it
baby.
feel good? Doesn't it feel good to win by getting a question right? Like to take
really
the kill shot, not to just like watch them like implode.
It really does. It really does. It feels so much better.
Julian says Sammy Watkins for 162 receiving yards. You know what? That would be the most Sammy thing ever.
That would be so amazing.
It would be.
I would
be
not
so
even be mad.
This is an outdoor stadium, right?
I think so.
And it's in Florida, so there's lots of sunshine there. Sammy can charge up his lizard powers before the game starts. Yeah, so he should be good to go. There might even be iguanas in Tampa. I don't know if they're far enough south for that.
And listen, like alligators, they're basically lizards, so he's gonna fit right in, you know?
Alligators are basically lizards. You heard it here first.
What's up, Djibouti? He said, "Yay, lunch break!"
Hell
What
yeah!
up, Djibouti? I mean, late lunch.
You know what? Meal times are just the construction of society. You can.
You don't know where he lives. He could be on the West Coast.
Everyone's on the East
It would
Coast.
still be a little late. Not late. It would be a good time.
What if he lives in like
Hawaii.
the Philippines, and this is an incredibly early lunch? It's like 4 or 5 a.m. there.
Oh,
Look, he's halfway
good
through
on
his
you
shift. All right,
for
he's halfway
kickstarting
through
your
his shift.
digestive system.
He doesn't get to choose his lunch. His lunch chooses
Calm
him.
down, boys. All right, he's in Louisiana.
Damn it! My money was
down.
on the Philippines. I thought for sure that's where you were.
Yeah, you look like a Filipino. I can.
What the hell, John?
Say that.
Man,
You look like a Maryland crab boy.
I look like a good person.
No, that beautiful beard could only belong in Louisiana. My friend Parker looks. I feel like you guys got a similar vibe, and that is a Louisiana boy.
Talking about my beard.
Josh does not look like a Louisiana beard. That looks like you
West
like
Virginia.
Maryland, West Virginia.
You put glue on your face and let someone sprinkle Old Bay, and that's what your beard is made out of. That's a
He
Maryland
lives
beard.
20 minutes down the road from Duck Dynasty.
That's
People.
awesome.
I'm pretty sure there's someone named John Luke on that show. Never seen it, but
That's awesome.
The cabin I stayed at in Colorado, in the closet, they had a Duck Dynasty board game. how is that even a thing? How is that possible? We did not play it. I didn't want to unseat Maury as the best TV show based board game that I'd ever played. So we left Duck Dynasty in the closet.
Thank God.
Okay, guys.
I was just thinking that my roommate Kevin, he probably belongs in Louisiana because of his beard.
He belongs in Louisiana.
Just because of his.
If you've got like a glorious beard, you just got to move to Louisiana.
Send them to Louisiana.
That's the
ship
rule.
Them up, back them up, ship them out.
I will say one of the whenever I drive from like Atlanta to Texas or Texas to Atlanta, there's one stretch of road in Louisiana where you're like, I don't know what it is, but it's like the interstate, but it's a bridge that's just over swamp. And I feel like I'm going to die every time because I'm so distracted. Like it's just unlike any geography I've ever seen. Like literally all around you is just swamp and there's like houses tucked into it. And you're just on this bridge interstate.
You say it's unlike any geography you've ever seen?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, it is. Swamps, mountains, rivers, lakes. That's all geography.
It's not geography.
Yes, it is. What category does that fall under then?
Topography.
Which is a subset of geography.
Is it though?
Oh, he nailed it.
I missed out on this one.
Lake Pontchartrain Bridge. I probably.
Where's the bridge?
Pontchartrain.
Josh, now you say it.
That's Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain.
Some of the words there messed me up. And then there was a town we were driving through. It was called Bee Bayou, Louisiana. Bee Bayou. That was a real place. Bee Bayou, Louisiana. Yeah, that bridge is wild. It's absolutely crazy. It's the best part of the drive because once you cross into Texas, it's just pure, boring, flat for like 85 hours. That's all you got. So I don't mind that part of the drive. Guys, we picked our Super Bowl winners. Josh, one horse. We talked about rock bands. I don't know what else we got to do today. I think that might be it for the stream.
Here's one other thing. I want to say that trading makes fantasy fun. And, I just want everyone to know that.
In North Louisiana, we pronounce it Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain.
That sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious. Ooh,
No.
Give me a plate of that Pontantra.
Look at how it's spelled. And no.
Ooh, all this talk. Now I'm craving some I said that sounds delicious. And then I connected delicious with all the talk about Louisiana. And now I could really go for like some good Cajun food. Maybe that's what we're doing for dinner tonight. We'll see. But bad Cajun. I remember one time I was at a tailgate where they made they did like a crawfish boil, but they didn't put anything in there besides water and then like the crawfish and corn and sausage. And it was literally the blandest thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. It was so I feel like the whole point of like Cajun food is it's got all those crazy spices. Like it's delicious. And they were just like, here's water crawdads and water corn. We boiled everything. Have fun. As opposed to
not knowing. I've never had a crawdad, I think, first of all. What are you supposed to cook it in? Like just spices and stuff, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I don't know. Not just water. There's got to be some flavor to it. I've never cooked it, but like I've eaten good ones. Know what I mean?
So I put crabs, I boiled crabs and, you throw some Old Bay, you throw some salt, you throw some vinegar, you throw some Exactly. And it tastes delicious. So, I could only imagine if you only did it with water, it wouldn't be the same.
It was the blandest thing I've ever eaten. I was like, and I didn't want to be rude because they were so proud of their like boil that they did for their tailgate.
They at least have like some sauces or something, like.
Nope. It was so brain.
Cajuns spell a lot of things crazy. Go Saints. Go Tigers.
Yeah, Saints. Yeah, Saints.
Yes.
Good one, guys. And then Djibouti says, Josh, same exact thing. Just add those Cajun spices.
Sounds good.
Sounds
good. I want to try it sometime. I really do. I've seen like shows and movies where they just like suck it out of there. I love just sucking it out of there. You know what I'm saying?
What does the matter with you? End the stream.
Yeah, I was about to say, before we say anything we regret, guys, if you enjoy our content, if you want to watch more of us play games, if you like our brackets or want to mock draft with us, we put all of this content on YouTube and Twitch as well. You can follow us at Front Yard Fantasy. We don't suck the heads either, so you don't have to worry about seeing that on stream. We are also softcore. We're just softcore. There's no Cajun attached to that. We're softcore streamers. And Josh is
I'm hardcore. I don't know what you guys.
Josh is a hardcore streamer, but we keep this stream softcore. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern playing more games. And then on Friday, are we doing brackets again, boys?
I'm down for anything, whenever, all the time.
If you guys have suggestion for brackets, if you want another TV show one, a movie one, or music one, let us know on our Discord. We'll take your suggestions and we'll throw it together.
Movie or music this time.
Okay, maybe we do Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yes, please.
We could get 16 movies out of that, right? We could put together a list of 16.
I guess there's got to be 16. They each have done 8.
At least.
Yeah. They've done 8. We would be able to get 16.
And I feel like that one, we might get some heated talk from JL, Tim, Josh. I know there's some strong opinions on those. JL's a bit of a cinephile.
I love my movies.
And Josh can maybe get his payback for Rick and Morty being eliminated so early.
Your favorite Christopher Nolan movie again, huh, Joe? Huh?
Mine is Inception.
Yeah, let's get it out of there. I love that movie. I can't.
Shouldn't have told you.
I can't do that. This is unfair.
Do you remember mine, Josh? Do you remember my favorite Christopher Nolan movie? We had this conversation on stream.
Yeah. It was something ding dumb.
No, my Quentin Tarantino one was dumb. You guys said that, what'd you say?
Interstellar?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Interstellar was so good.
It wasn't Batman, right? Dark Knight.
It was nope. That's Debooty's favorite one though. Dark Knight. My favorite Christopher Nolan movie is Memento.
Oh wow! I forgot you said that because I really like that movie and I've shown it to a lot of people and no one I've shown likes it. So
I love Memento.
Why?
It's so good.
It's like
I'm gonna.
Oh, they
like
said
anyone
it was
that likes the movie. I almost don't like it because it's like everyone's favorite movie.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Not like anyone who's like likes movies.
Exactly.
I feel you. I don't really know what people's favorite movies are. I just watched that one and really liked it.
I feel so disappointed because I think it's such a good movie and such a good idea. And when I show people, they're just like, eh. And I'm like, well, now I'm kind of like, I don't even like showing people it. So
Julian says there's never too much seasoning in Cajun food. Hell yeah. Get that bland stuff out of here. Throw more on in. Then Debooty says he loves Heath Ledger's Joker. They're putting Cajun seasoning in.
Heath Ledger's Joker is the best. There's no doubt about that.
I agree. Cool. I think that's it for us today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Josh, you got anything to say? I can't remember if you said it already.
But trading makes fantasy fun.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.